There has never been a better time in all of history to be fascinated by the idea of extraterrestrial beings visiting our planet. But back in my day, all we had was a weekly episode of The X-Files and a few books that you could check out down at the library. And, every once in a while, a TV special claiming to show footage from a real alien autopsy. Yeah. That's it. Nowadays, with smartphones and internet forums, you can indulge your alien curiosity to your heart's content. And what's more, you sound a lot less like a weirdo when you tell other people about it.
Yeah, especially on the scale of conspiracy theories.
Yeah, sure.
Alien stuff is totally socially acceptable.
Sure.
And if it keeps you away from QAnon, all the better for it.
It's a fun conspiracy.
Yes.
And yeah, a lot of people really want to believe, including at least a few elected officials. Mm-hmm. And former members of the defense and intelligence communities are coming to Capitol Hill to tell them on the record that the truth is in fact out there. What a time to be alive.
Yeah, so far, though, it's pretty much just been all talk. There are, of course, a handful of legitimate video clips that show unexplained anomalous phenomena, but there's also some pretty plausible explanations for at least some of those clips. Guys like David Grush and Luis Elizondo tell some pretty damn intriguing tales and have the kind of resumes to make you take what they're saying seriously. But until anyone is able to actually back up their claims with hard evidence, it's difficult to know what to even do with what they're claiming. Anytime I see a video from like the military that Tom DeLonge has leaked, I'm like, wow, that is, I have no idea. And if you, the military, doesn't know, then I guess we're all very unexplained, aren't we?
Cool.
But what do I do with this? Because I have bills to pay.
Right.
I have things going on. So the U.S. military has alien spacecrafts and dead alien pilots stored securely somewhere, I guess. That's wild, but we're going to need a little bit more before fully committing to accepting this absolutely world-shattering information as fact.
Yeah, that's the thing. It's like, if this is true, that literally changes fucking everything.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm just going to need a little bit more before I, accept that.
At this stage of my life, I really don't care. I think this is going to affect religious people more than anything.
I mean, they'll find a way.
Yeah.
They'll find a way.
True.
But yeah, that's up here in the U.S., not seeing a whole lot. But down in Mexico, our neighbors to the south seem to have seen our congressional UFO whistleblower hearings and said, hold my cerveza, because they just had a congressional hearing of their own. And unlike ours, which just featured a bunch of people talking, they brought the goods. And by goods, I mean they wheeled out some literal fucking dead aliens in their own cute little coffins, too.
They literally did an unboxing.
So, holy shit. All right, Mexico, you have my atención. Dígame sobre estos pequeños extraterrestres, por favor.
Nice.
Here's the New York Times.
Mexico's Congress is usually meant to be a venue for solemn presentations on budgets and other serious legislation. But this week, lawmakers heard testimony from a self-proclaimed UFO researcher who brought with him some unusual objects. 2 mummified specimens that he claimed were the bodies of extraterrestrial beings. Really? The presentation of the mummies on Tuesday by Jamie Maussan, a journalist who has speculated widely on aliens, caused jaws to drop and memes to multiply around the country. The 2 specimens, which Mr. Maussan said were found in Peru in 2017, were tiny in stature and chalky in color. Each had 3-fingered hands and what appeared to be shrunken or desiccated heads. These are non-human beings who are not part of our terrestrial evolution, Mr. Maussan declared under oath, with a sign language interpreter at his side. Just so we're clear.
Just so the deaf people know.
Yeah.
These are fucking aliens. So yeah, he said that these alien mummies were discovered in Peru near the mysterious Nazca lines and were found to be around 1,000 years old based on carbon dating conducted at Mexico's National Autonomous University. A representative from the Mexican Navy testified that X-rays, 3D scanning, and DNA analysis had been carried out on the remains and that the DNA was confirmed to not be human. So, all of this is shocking news. Aliens are real, and they're tiny little guys.
They are short kings.
Oh, I don't know why I was so scared of them this whole time. They're just little guys.
Well, as soon as I saw this, I was like, bring it on.
Yeah. Oh no, the aliens are coming. Bam! All right. Anyway.
Get out from under my shoe. They better have some real good laser pistols, because if they're bringing war to these United States or to Mexico or anywhere, They're going to get a quick boot to the chin.
It does make me worry because, like, those UFOs, you can fit a lot of these motherfuckers on there.
That's true. Also, maybe
Are
Reddit
those,
was
like, cruise ships? Are they doing a little safari?
maybe Reddit was preparing everyone when they hypothesized about fighting 100 duck-sized horses.
Yeah. 100 chicken-sized aliens.
Yes. Who would win?
So, yeah, boom. It's real, guys. Case closed.
Yep, those little things, those are extraterrestrial aliens and nothing else.
And in 1,000 years, imagine how much smaller they have evolved themselves to be in that time.
Yeah.
They're probably like this big. They're probably walking among us and we can't see them just because they're so small.
You know, this is a moment for the short kings out there
Yeah.
to talk about how they
Short
are the next step in
Kings of the
evolution.
universe.
Yeah. Hello, ladies.
Except, just like clockwork, the powers that be immediately pressed the disinformation button.
Mm-hmm.
Because wouldn't you know it, a bunch of people are saying that these very real alien mummies are actually total bullshit that were thoroughly debunked years ago.
Oh, come on. Can't we
Nice.
all have a little fun?
Nice try, CIA.
And yeah, for starters, these alien mummies are not new. Jamie Moussan has been showing off his Nazca tridactyl humanoid mummies for several years now, and they appeared in a slickly produced web series called Unearthing Nazca back in 2017. So people had plenty of time to analyze these claims. For example, here's a scientific article published in 2021 that looks at CT scans of an alien mummy that looks a whole lot like the ones from this week, specifically the skull, and it concludes that it's probably just the skull of a llama turned backwards with the facial bones removed.
It's clever.
Yeah. And then there's this video from the channel Scientists Against Myths, uploaded over 2 years ago, which very succinctly explains some other problems with their bones.
Here's a mummy named Josephine. A real beauty. Instead of humeri, she sports femurs, or thigh bones. Her legs are even more baffling. One of the thigh bones is actually a femur, only facing the wrong way around, while the other one is a tibia. And they are completely mismatched. With the hip bone, there's no joint there at all. The poor humanoid wouldn't have made a single step. Some of the bones are simply chopped off. Note this asymmetry here. The fingers are a total mess too. The first pseudophalanges are facing in different directions on her left and right hands, with the white part facing up or down. Well, they just forgot to turn them the right way. Comparison shows that the reptiloid's cranial cavity fits perfectly the cranial cavity of a llama. The location of the olfactory bulbs, the inner ear, the brain hemispheres, and the cerebellum precisely matches those in a llama skull. The whole facial part of the skull was broken off, leaving only the brain case. The skull was then rotated, so its back part faces forward. The reptiloid's face is actually the back of the poor llama's head.
Okay, so yeah.
That would also explain the non-human DNA, because they didn't say specifically this was non-terrestrial DNA.
Yeah, they could be fucking chicken bones or llama bones. There's a lot of creatures with bones.
This is just like when Peggy Hill found those chicken bones in the backyard while everyone else was digging around for artifacts.
Yeah,
And Hank Hill had to kick that guy's ass for making fun of his wife.
I've been doing a lot of yard digging, and I've found some bones. And at first, it was pretty startling. It was like, did I come across a fucking unsolved murder? It's like, oh no, it's just fucking bones.
Yeah, probably someone's cat that lived there before you. You have desecrated a grave.
Yeah, probably.
You'll be cursed for it.
Oh well.
Mm-hmm.
I'll take a cat ghost.
Hey, yeah, they're fun. You just leave them alone, they do their thing.
That's fine.
Yeah.
So yeah, a little bit less convincing than before. Just kind of seems like these tiny alien mummies might just be a bunch of random bones stuck together in a way that would never actually be functional for any living being. A lot of scientists have looked at this. The rib cage in particular, they're just like, this creature would literally not be able to breathe or move in any way.
You don't understand. These scientists, these doctors, they know nothing, because this thing was it evolved in outer space, so anything
That's
is
right.
literally possible.
It's for 0G.
Sure, in Earth's gravity, would it fall over like a dumbass because of its big ass head trying to walk that thing around?
Yeah.
Probably, but not wherever they're from.
You failed to consider that maybe up in space, it makes sense for one of your legs to be made of tibias and the other one to be made of femurs.
Yes. That's what the
doesn't make
doctors
sense
do
to
up
your
there. They
stupid Earth brain, but
they just fuse whatever together.
Yeah.
They're way more advanced than we are in medical science, obviously.
And yeah, on top of that, this Jaime Maussan fellow has previously presented alien mummies that turned out to be similarly dubious at best. And the Mexican university that was cited for the carbon dating, they issued a statement saying they'd merely received a sample that they carbon dated and have no further connection to any of this. And their statement was literally just a republished statement, originally published back in 2017 when this all first came up. This whole thing it's a rerun.
Yeah. In addition to the alien mummies, this Mexico congressional hearing also featured the testimony of former U.S. Navy fighter pilot Ryan Graves, who previously testified to the U.S. Congress about UAPs he claims to have seen, and he was not happy about how this Mexico hearing went, saying on Twitter, "After the U.S. congressional UFO hearing, I accepted an invitation to testify before the Mexican Congress, hoping to keep up the momentum of government interest in pilot experiences with UAP. Unfortunately, yesterday's demonstration was a huge step backwards for this issue. My testimony centered on sharing my experience and the UAP reports I hear from commercial and military aircrew through ASA's Witness program. I will continue to raise awareness of UAP as an urgent matter of aerospace safety, national security, and science, but I am deeply disappointed by this unsubstantiated stunt."
Yeah, I would love to just be in this guy's brain. Like, he's flown down to Mexico. They're like, yeah, just say whatever you said at the U.S. congressional hearings. It's going to be pretty much the same thing. And you're sitting there in the congressional gallery, and they wheel in 2 fucking dead aliens in boxes. And they're like, all right, Ryan, now your turn. You get up there.
Not just dead aliens in boxes, but like the type of shit that you would see displayed at a circus sideshow.
Yeah.
Like a freak show.
Yeah, this is
like the Iceman or the mermaid.
The mermaid that was just literally like
a fish, tied, sewn to a monkey.
Yeah.
Other than that, I could see why he would be upset by this, because just based on his appearance in the same congressional hearing,
he's lending it credibility.
Yes, and the previous stuff that came out in 2017, now in 2027, they're going to be like, and this was substantiated by a U.S. pilot who. Why was he at the same hearing? Huh?
It is a really interesting thing in the more open-minded communities with not just UFOs, but like all paranormal phenomenon. Like there are definitely people who take it more seriously, are a little more skeptical and careful. And the butting heads that goes on within these scenes is very funny because they have to share a space with just absolute fucking crackpots.
Yeah.
And be like, yes, no, what I'm saying is true. It sounds a lot like what they're saying, but please don't listen to them. I know what I'm saying also sounds insane, but...
Yes, it must be infuriating to have, like, no one believe you, first of all, and then other people actively working to make you look even crazier.
Yeah.
So...
I'm going to bring a jackalope to the U.S. Congress.
Have you seen this?
Yeah. Look at that!
They sell them in South Dakota.
Looks like a normal rabbit, but what are those?
Yeah.
Antlers. This ain't no creature from this earth. We need to investigate this.
They have taken over the Badlands, and they are spawning out of control. Like rabbits, some might say.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, unsurprisingly, online UFO communities have been just torn apart over all of this. It was a wild week on Reddit.
There are people who are very angry that this even happened. Just like, there goes our entire argument. Now everyone thinks we're crazy.
Especially when you sort by controversial. And it's like, a lot of people who are, they are very open-minded, but they're like, come on, guys. So yeah, people really want to believe.
I love that it looks like E.T.
That is funny.
Yes.
Yeah. People want to believe, and I want to believe. You can't blame anyone for wanting to believe.
It's fun.
If this was true, it would be fucking amazing. It would be just like the craziest, biggest thing to ever happen.
And I love that they are small enough to actually, not most humans, but operate a large human.
Yeah. Yeah, they could be just pulling levers inside someone's stomach, like Krang.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, some people's threshold for what's believable is higher than others. But just because these alien corpses probably aren't real doesn't mean there aren't potentially legitimate aspects of them to explore. There's still a chance that a lot of the weird alien mummies found in the deserts of Peru were in fact discovered just the way they are. And that raises some interesting questions about why some ancient civilization would do that.
Mm-hmm.
Or it could just be, oh God, we were going to bury this corpse, but then all the bones fell apart, so I had to put it back together. I had to think real quick, and
also,
looks good enough. for us.
Also, it could be the dumbest, most simple explanation, like previous civilizations doing a little art project.
Yeah, this could be their jackalope.
Yeah, a kid just being like, hey, look, I made it look like a little version of me.
Yeah.
All these bones and animal stuff that I found.
It could just be a fun little thing they did, and here we are 1,000 years later, like, oh my God.
Oh my God.
Yeah, the ancient civilizations are fascinating.
They got a lot of time,
and
too.
we don't know a whole lot about them.
Mm-mm.
But yeah, it could just be a totally modern hoax. Who the hell knows? All we know is that for a brief moment this week, there was a slight possibility that the Mexican Congress was revealing the existence of alien life for the first time ever, and that aliens officially looked like just cute little guys.
Just harmless men.
And that was very exciting.
Yeah.
I was feeling it. I was just riding the wave. I'm like, let's see what happens.
And it's a nice confidence boost to know that aliens, I could kick their ass.
Yeah, that was my favorite part.
Mm-hmm.
Just like, oh, that's okay. We're good.
Yeah.
No war of the worlds.
They need to add
you kick them in the ocean, they go bloop.
They need to add the Peruvian mummy to that chart of what Americans think they can fight.
Yeah. I could fight that fucking thing.
I could beat that thing's ass.
Yeah.
No problem.
Yeah, I'll rearrange your bones the second time.
Yeah, when they find you, they won't be able to identify you.
Yeah.
That's right. Anyways, let's not let this alien mummy situation distract from the fact that totally real weird shit is out there waiting to be discovered. For example, the animal kingdom is definitely up to something that we humans have not even begun to fully comprehend.
They're up to something.
New and exciting things are happening out there, like this recent discovery reported in Newsweek. Wildlife enthusiasts and scientists alike have been astonished at the discovery of the world's first dog-fox hybrid in Brazil.
Yes!
The jaw-dropping discovery began in 2021 when an animal rescue team was dispatched to reports of an injured animal in Vacaria, Rio Grande do Sul. A hit-and-run incident had left the creature severely injured, and the Environmental Patrol transferred it to the veterinary hospital of the Federal University of Rio Grande do Sul, UFRGS. From the hospital, the animal went to the Center for Conservation and Rehabilitation of Wild Animals. For us biologists and veterinarians, it is normal to look at all animals differently. We're trained to look for what's common and what's different when we look at an animal. And that's what happened. Researcher Christina Arahu Matzenbacher told Newsweek, she had eyes resembling a domestic dog and long ears resembling a pompous fox, although she had a dark coat and barked like a dog.
Hell yeah, look at this thing. Look at that. It's a dog and it's a fox.
Soon to be in the homes of celebrities everywhere.
I want one.
Mm-hmm.
I want one.
But you're an internet celebrity, so go nuts.
Send me one of these dog foxes. And how hard could they be to make? Put a dog and a fox in the same room, see what happens?
Let nature take
How
its
has
course.
no one thought to do this yet? Why is this the first we're hearing about this? So yeah, they've been calling it the dog sim. That must be some Portuguese thing.
Mm-hmm.
And the discovery eventually came about after the people caring for it sent it off to a university to be studied after physical and behavioral oddities left them stumped as to what the fuck it is. And here's what they found from the article. A paper published in August 2023 revealed the discovery of the dog-fox hybrid. First, the team employed cytogenetics and genetics techniques to delve deeper into the case of the unusual animal. This helped them determine the number of chromosomes in the animal's cells, which turned out to be 76, revealing a significant clue in the investigation. In Rio Grande do Sul, only the Chrysocyon brachyurus has 76 chromosomes. However, this species is very different in the phenotype when compared with the dog sim, Raphael Kretschmer told Newsweek.
It continues, pompous foxes typically have 74 chromosomes, while domestic dogs have 78. During reproduction, offspring inherit half of their chromosomes from each parent. For dogs, this means they contribute 39 chromosomes to their offspring, whereas pompous foxes contribute 37. The combination of gametes from a dog and a pompous fox results in a total of 76 chromosomes, matching the chromosome count found in the dog sim. To further bolster their findings, the scientists turned their attention to mitochondrial DNA, a type of genetic material inherited exclusively from the mother. This analysis conclusively revealed that the dog sim's mother was a pompous fox. In the nuclear DNA, they discovered a mix of genetic material from both domestic dogs and pompous foxes, providing further confirmation of the presence of hybridization in this extraordinary creature.
That's wild, because I would have guessed that the mom was the dog and the dad was the fox, but this means a domestic dog went into the wild, went into the realm of the foxes, and found himself a dangerous fox girlfriend.
A foxy lady.
A foxy lady.
Yeah. We need to get this Portuguese team on that alien.
Yeah.
They'll have that thing split open in no time. Testing all kinds of stuff.
I mean,
whoa, this thing's got too many chromosomes and like 7 different species.
Yeah.
We got a llama head.
This species is never seen before, ever. And that means it's an alien and it came from space.
Yeah. It's got an alpaca neck. It's got a little bit of Bolsonaro in it.
A little bit of Bolsonaro. It's always going to the hospital.
Yeah. He's in the hospital again.
Yeah.
His favorite place.
He loves it there. He's probably got some like Munchausen disease. Like he's got a hospital fetish.
Yeah. He cannot live unless there's like tubes and beeps.
He loves pooping out of his nose.
That's right.
Because every time he's got a thing in his nose, he's pooping out his nose.
That's right.
It's fucking gross.
Mm-hmm.
Anyway, the pompous fox and the domestic dog diverged nearly 7 million years ago. But they still found a way to make a very cool looking baby, which is inspiring. What's less cool, though, is the implication that there are more of these out there and that they are the result of the native fox ecosystem being infringed upon by humans and our horny canine companions. Also less cool is the news that the dachshund, it died 6 months ago. It's been dead. Died before any of us even heard about it. So that's sad. Yeah. I would have liked to maybe toss the ball.
I'd like
hang
to
out.
pet that dog.
I would like to pet that dachshund, but now, nope. Just gonna have to go down to Brazil with a pack of wild dogs and go into the forest and make the magic happen again.
Yes, or you could pet a dachshund, which is close in name but not in stature.
What if you crossed a dachshund with a fox, a foxhund? That would be a crazy looking dog.
Don't give people any ideas. All right. Anyways, before we move on to the headlines half of this show, this episode is sponsored by Factor. It's delicious. With the busy fall season already in swing, you might be looking for wholesome, convenient meals for jam-packed days. Well, Factor, America's #1 ready-to-eat meal kit, can help you fuel up fast with chef-prepared, dietitian-approved, ready-to-eat meals delivered straight to your door. You'll save time, eat well, and stay on track with your healthy lifestyle.
Too busy this fall to cook, but want to make sure you're eating well? With Factor, skip the extra trip to the grocery store and the chopping, prepping, and cleaning up too, while still getting the flavor and nutritional quality you need. Factor's fresh, never frozen meals are ready in just 2 minutes, so all you have to do is heat and enjoy. Then get back to crushing your goals. Adjust your stride this autumn without missing a step. Choose from 34 plus weekly flavor-packed, fresh, never frozen meals ready to eat in 2 minutes. Level up with Gourmet Plus options prepared to perfection by chefs and ready to eat in record time. Treat yourself to upscale meals with premium ingredients like broccolini, leeks, truffle butter, and asparagus.
Too busy running around during the day to think about lunch? Well, keep your energy up with Lunch to Go. Effortless, wholesome meals like grain bowls and salad toppers that are ready to eat when you're on the go, no microwave required. And then round out your meal and replenish your snack supply with an assortment of 45 plus add-ons, including breakfast items like the delicious apple cinnamon pancakes, bacon and cheddar egg bites, and potato bacon and egg breakfast skillet. Or, for an easy wellness boost, try refreshing beverage options like cold-pressed juices, shakes, and smoothies. This week, my favorite, I had this I don't know what kind of herbs were on it, but I went for the gourmet option and got this shrimp meal. Absolutely fantastic.
Yeah. Fancy, treating yourself.
I did treat myself.
This September, get Factor and enjoy eating well without the hassle. Simply choose your meals and enjoy fresh, flavor-packed meals delivered to your door. Ready in just 2 minutes, no prep, no mess. Head to factormeals.com/weeklyweird50 and use code weeklyweird50 to get 50% off. That's code weeklyweird50 at factormeals.com/weeklyweird50 to get 50% off.
This episode is also sponsored by ZocDoc. Well, this country's healthcare system certainly has some issues. One of which is that even if you're fully insured, actually finding a doctor who takes your insurance and is available to see you can be a very annoying, time-consuming, and antiquated process. And the longer it takes to find a doctor, the more likely you are to fall down some internet rabbit hole of potentially questionable medical advice. And then, even when you find a doctor, it's hard to know beforehand whether they're the right doctor for you.
Well, ZocDoc makes this whole process a whole lot easier. You just fill in what you need, where you live, what your availability is, and what insurance you have. And ZocDoc pulls up a list of doctors along with their availability, plus loads of user reviews to help you find the care that you need and book it with the tap of your finger. ZocDoc is a free app where you can find amazing doctors and book appointments online. We're talking about booking appointments with thousands of top-rated, patient-reviewed doctors and specialists. You can filter specifically for ones who take your insurance, are located near you, and treat almost any condition you're searching for.
These docs all have verified reviews from actual, real patients, not bots, and the average wait time to see a doctor booked on ZocDoc is between just 24 to 48 hours. That's it, and you can even score same-day appointments. Once you find the doc you want, you can book them immediately with just a few app taps. No more waiting awkwardly on hold with a receptionist. This is definitely something that it would have come in handy big time for both of us many times over the years, but it is finally here. So go to ZocDoc.com/weeklyweird and download the ZocDoc app for free. Then find and book a top-rated doctor today. Many are available within 24 hours. That is ZocDoc.com/weeklyweird. ZocDoc.com/weeklyweird. Links are always down in the description below, but let's move on to the weirdest, wildest, craziest headlines from around the world this week.
Let's go!
Starting with
Starfield bug forces players to change gender to fire guns. The Democrats are trying to make us change our genders, or they'll take away our guns. They're going to say, hey, you got to pick one.
I'm so sick of Bethesda trying to present day me by making me switch my gender anytime I want to fire my gun.
This is hilarious. We should actually implement this in real life.
Yes.
You're only allowed to own a gun if you get a sex change.
Uh-huh.
If you change your gender, then you can have as many guns as you want.
That's right.
But if you're cis, you are officially second-class citizen.
Banned.
No guns for you. We're taking those guns.
Did you also see that someone modded Starfield to add more pronoun options?
No, but I love that.
Yeah.
I still haven't played it. I installed it literally the night before it came out, and just haven't.
It's probably still downloading right now.
I had to delete so much shit to make room for it.
Don't reinstall that stuff ever again, or those companies are going to go out of business.
Well, Bethesda has their own engine.
Well,
and it's not a good engine.
When you
a lot of bugs.
When you get some time and dive in, I'm very curious to hear what you think.
Yeah, I mean, I'm very excited. I love seeing people post about it, but I know that the second I start playing that game, my entire rest of my life is going to be on hold for 3 to 4 months. And
I guess it'll be Christmas time then. That Elliot gets around to
winter. Once it starts, once El Nino comes back, and you literally can't go outside, I'll boot up Starfield.
There we go. All right, Roblox event canceled after developer allegedly shows up with High Capacity Magazine, presumably after changing their gender.
Gamers, yeah. You would hope, because otherwise that would be illegal.
Crazy that it was the developer and not anyone else in attendance.
Well, so it wasn't the developer of Roblox, because Roblox is like a platform.
Yeah.
And so there's indie developers that make Roblox. Anyways, a convention for those people. And I don't know what happened, but someone there, the vibes were bad, and they got kicked out for having bad vibes. And then it turned out they had a high-capacity magazine that I think was also illegal where this event was held. Yeah. And so they just canceled the whole fucking thing.
Yeah, it makes sense out of a precaution. Now that you mention it, I believe anyone can be a Roblox developer. I think there was an article recently about how like a bunch of children are just developing things for the game completely for free because it's just kind of anyone can go do it. So there you go. It was probably a child.
Hope so.
They have all the rights, these children.
They do. Boss of failed crypto exchange gets 11,196 year sentence.
Still too light.
You'll be spending a lot of time in prison, buddy. You can expect to get out in the year 210-ish.
So I'm going to assume, because everyone here gets off too easy, that this is not an American sentencing.
No, this is Turkey. Mm-hmm. And I mean, it was a crypto scam. It cost people collectively lost like a couple $1 billion. But I guess in Turkey, I'm not sure. It might be that they just don't have a concept of a life sentence. But yeah, they pretty regularly sentence people to like thousands of years in prison, like calculated down to like exact years.
You're serving in the afterlife too.
I guess that there is a maximum though. The most they can sentence someone to in the Turkish legal system is 40,000 years in prison, because anything beyond that would be cruel.
That would be
unusual.
Ridiculous. Yeah.
Yeah. So,
registered sex offender Austin Powers lures Largo teen away from home after meeting her on Snapchat. LPD.
Whew, groovy, baby.
This is Florida, Largo.
Yeah. This, you've heard of Austin Powers, the globe-trotting British secret agent. Well, here's Florida Austin Powers. He's a sex offender, baby.
Really fulfilling the role, taking it a bit too far, but
yeah. I mean, in a lot of ways, the original Austin Powers was a sex pest at the very least.
Now, I'll be honest. But, up until about 10 seconds ago, I thought with all my heart that you were talking about a person who was dressed up as Austin Powers.
No, this person's name
is Austin Powers.
That would be a hell of a way to try to seduce a teen.
I was in character.
Seducing a teenager by dressing up as a character from a movie that came out like before they were even born, which even if you showed them the movie, they'd think it was fucking lame and not funny.
Or offensive.
Yeah, that too.
Yeah.
They'd be like, this movie would be better if it was woke. They'd probably say that.
You can't do Austin Powers these days with cancel culture the way it is.
Why did I watch all 3 Austin Powers movies and not once did anyone list their pronouns?
I was very upset to find out that the Austin Powers movie Goldmember was a reference to a penis.
Yeah, that's fucked up.
Yeah.
There was like a 10-minute montage where people were just making dick puns.
Yeah, unbelievable.
It was excessive.
Well, this is an actual crime and should be looked at as such. This is horrible.
This is real bad, baby.
Yeah, not good.
Not good. Lock this man up. Put him in a cryogenic chamber and launch him into space. Fans drink heavily after Aaron Rodgers' injury at bar offering free drinks if Jets lose. And then have to pay.
This is the video, the news reporting from this is incredible.
So yeah, Aaron Rodgers, opening game, fucking tears his Achilles. He's out for the rest of the season. And this is a bar in Green Bay. They don't like Aaron Rodgers. He left. So they have, this bar is just like every game this season that the Jets lose, if, all the drinks you ordered up until the end of the game are free. And people saw Aaron Rodgers go down. They're like, fuck yeah. I'm going to drink so much.
Yep.
And this is Wisconsin. Wisconsin drinks more than any other state. These people, it is socially acceptable to be
in
a
their
fucking
blood.
alcoholic.
Yeah.
So they're going wild. And then somehow the Jets still managed to turn the game around.
Reality struck. And they got the bill.
It's because they were playing the Bills, right?
I think so,
Like historically, just like the most tragic fucking NFL team. So... yeah,
they did have that guy almost die on the field last year.
Yeah, not good. But the news video is just all these people like, woo! And then just, all right, well, the mood here has shifted.
I certainly
A
don't
lot of
like
people owe a lot of money.
the sowing part of the reaping.
But wasn't it great, those moments that you thought you were going to not have to pay for all those drinks you got?
We all had a great time, didn't we?
Hey, let's get a round of, let's get another round in here.
Yeah. Stupid Jets.
Money isn't real.
Yeah. Orangutan launches possum out of enclosure at zoo as horrified visitors scream.
The headline does not do this story justice. So this is a zoo in Australia. And I guess in orangutan cages, they have these like sort of like electrical pole thing. I guess they like being up.
Yeah.
They like, in the wild, they live in trees. And so in the zoos, they build these like tree-like structures so you can actually still see them up there. Anyway, this orangutan chased a fucking possum up this thing and then got up there and just like
swung it by the tail.
Just launched it. It goes flying. Like families all set, and they're like, oh no, no.
A possum went for a little bit of a flight.
I just love inappropriate things happening at zoos when children and families are around.
I don't know if we reported on it. My brain gets flushed every week, but there was like a zoo introduced to animals for the first time, and they were like, yeah, like they're fine. Historically, they're fine. We're going to go ahead and introduce them. And then they just like mauled each other.
Oh, well, I guess now we know.
Yeah, this is like, it is disheartening, not for any other reason other than I thought they were all working against humans, and it turns out they also still hate each other.
Yeah, I mean, I would assume that the animals in the zoos, they're pretty out of the loop on the current
Yeah, they don't have the vibe on the outside world.
Yeah, like this orangutan got brought over from Africa. It's pissed off. It's like, what is this place? Why are there so many spiders and shit? It sees a fucking possum, like the Australia version of a possum, was way different than ours. So it's just like, what the fuck is that? I'm going to kill that thing. I'm going to throw it. How much you want to bet I can throw this possum over them mountains?
I do have a question. Does the statement 4 legs good, 2 legs bad extend to orangutans and other primates?
I think they spend a lot of time on all fours.
Okay.
If they want to, they can get up on the back too.
Yeah, there you go. Okay.
We're the only animals that just walk around all day like this.
Yeah.
They probably all think we're so stupid looking.
Yeah.
Look at those morons. They're not, what are they? I don't see any trees around for them to reach out of. They're just standing like that for fun.
Yeah, seems exhausting.
Yeah, and it is.
It is.
Seemingly drunk tourist climbs statue, causes $19,000 in damages at iconic Brussels building day after it reopened to public. And thank God, not an American and not a Brit.
Who was it? Where were they from?
Irish.
Well, that explains the drunk. Sorry, Ireland.
but it's usually drunk.
Yeah, no, we have plenty of our own drunk tourist problems.
Irish people are known for being drunk, but British tourists are easily more notorious for international drunkenness, with Americans in a close second.
Yes.
So, but it's nice to not be responsible for one of our kind. Literally just like it's the Brussels Stock Exchange. It's this like neoclassical building with like ornate statues. They spent years like refitting it, like getting it nice and good. Like, and literally the day after, some drunk Irishman's like, "All right, I'm gonna climb on this fucking horse statue," and then he's like trying to get off, and it just like shatters, and everyone's just like, "Oh no,
boy, oh boy."
But it's not that old. This isn't like the Coliseum. This is one of those buildings that was built in like 1880, meant to look like an old.
Yeah, who cares?
Like all of the buildings in DC are the same way. Like they're designed to look ancient, but they're not that fucking old. Who cares?
The American
glue
version,
it back together.
The American version of this is if a European came over and climbed on one of those horses out in front of the P.F. Chang's.
Yeah.
Yeah. That would be a national news story here.
It would be.
Drunk Swede climbs all over our historic monument.
How dare you disrespect the legacy of P.F. Chang's?
Yes, it is. It's the cultural center of every town.
It is.
Yeah, you've got the P.F. Chang's right there. The Applebee's is just down the street. And the movie theater's in the same parking lot.
And for the special nights, the Olive Garden.
Yeah. Well, if you want to get fancy, guys, I don't know.
I saw someone, it was a Reddit or Twitter, but someone posted a like TV news segment from like 1990 of some town in middle America. They're like, a new restaurant has just opened and people are lining up. It's called the Olive Garden. And it blends this northern Italian style. People are going wild for the Olive Garden.
Tuscany has come to middle America.
Yeah, they're just so excited about this new Olive Garden.
Dude, I don't know. When I was in like high school even, I remember my friend's mom would take us to Olive Garden every once in a while, and I thought that was like the nicest place I'd ever been to.
Yeah.
That and Red Lobster. I think it was like homecoming. I took my date to Red Lobster and was like, hey, check this out.
Both places have unlimited bread, and pretty damn good bread.
They do unlimited crab biscuits at Red Lobster?
The cheesy biscuits, yeah.
You know how much sodium's in those things?
Oh, yeah.
I'm too old to eat there ever again. Even if out of like a weird splurge, like I don't give a shit, I'm going to go have Red Lobster because I haven't had it in 20 years thing. One bite of those biscuits and I would have a heart attack.
Yeah, but you die happy.
Maybe.
Tasty.
Die of heartburn. Oh, it hurts. It hurts the whole way down.
You bring some Tums. You gotta bring Tums.
Yeah, they have a dispenser right at the front. It's where you pick out the lobster you want to kill. There's a Tums dispenser right next to it.
That would be nice. I would like that.
Family discovers pennies inside local McDonald's chicken nuggets. A safety concern arises.
Wow, you get free fucking money in your food and you're gonna complain? Go to the run the
gift
media?
horse in the mouth?
Yeah, there's coins in your food. That's legal tender.
Yeah.
And this is a problem?
Those are literal chicken tenders.
They say that this must have happened. They're like blaming the local McDonald's, but the local McDonald's is like, hey, I don't know if you know this. That shit literally comes to us frozen. We
don't make it here.
We do not make it. We put it in the deep fryer for like 30 seconds. Those things, it's literally just a batter of just chicken goop that is put into stencils. There's like 11 unique shapes.
The boot.
And,
gotta love the boot.
So it happened at the factory.
Yeah.
Don't blame us.
Someone fed a chicken a bunch of pennies, and that's what happens. We don't separate these chickens by part. We just throw them in the blender. What?
Just throw it, bones and all.
Yeah.
Feathers and all.
Yeah. You could get a little cast that looks like a tiny alien person.
It is fucked up that we still have chicken nuggets because the vegan people solved this problem years ago. All of the vegan chicken nuggets that are out there are like indistinguishable.
Yeah, no, they're great.
They're fine.
They're fantastic. There's a vegan hot chicken place here that...
There's several. There's multiple vegan hot chicken
because
places
of the heat too. It's like you can't...
Yeah.
Yeah.
A chicken nugget is not, you're not eating that for the chicken flavor. You are eating breading and salt.
One of the unique things, especially like a McDonald's one. There's one of the unique ones that I had recently was vegan chicken wings, and they use it was like a little wood thing inside, so you could hold it and like bite around it.
Interesting.
Yeah, it was fine. I still like regular chicken wings every once in a while, but
there's something primal about tearing those bones apart.
Yeah, on the level of like eating animals and feeling bad about it, chickens are pretty low on my...
Yeah, well. Have you ever met a chicken?
Yeah, several. They're all dickheads.
They are.
Yeah.
They're not
Much
nice.
like the tiny aliens, I'll kick a chicken. No, I wouldn't.
All right.
I wouldn't kick a chicken. I would not do that.
New York Fashion Week viral video. Imposter performs ramp walk with trash bag. Spectators cheer until security takes charge.
Wow.
So, yeah, just showed up at Fashion Week, jumped on the catwalk, covered in literal garbage, and be like, oh my gosh. Oh.
Wow. Very provocative. Yeah. Thought-provoking.
Yeah, listen, I'm not a fashion person. I'm sure this is all very impressive to the people who are, but I don't think I'll ever get it.
No.
They're not even showing off clothes that they plan on selling. It's
No,
like
this
a
is
weird
like-
little art project.
It's like when there's like an auto show and they show up concept cars.
Yeah.
They're like, this is what the future might look like.
This
and it
is-
is wacky.
This is what we would build if there were no constraints and also like multiple laws of physics didn't exist.
Yeah.
Elon Musk's like, what's that?
Excuse
It's
me?
a real car? We
Yeah,
should
if Elon-
mass manufacture that?
If Elon Musk did a fashion show, it would just look like the Talking Heads guy's suit. You know when he does like this? Real funny. We're making that into a suit that everyone can wear.
It's only funny though because the fabric is so loose.
Yeah.
Elon's giant suit would look like the fucking Kanye and what was it, Drake?
Yeah. No, it wasn't Drake.
was
I
it?
can't remember the guy's name, but yeah, the big suits.
Cudi? I don't remember.
No, you're still wrong. But yeah, Elon Musk would definitely do something like that.
Well,
Or that's the bad guy from Silent Hill with the big head that looks like
Pyramid
a
Head?
Cybertruck. Yeah.
yeah,
Mm-hmm.
he would drive a Cybertruck for sure.
Oh, absolutely. Yeah, it would be like camouflage for him. Anyways, now is the final headline, and it is Pentagon-funded study warns dementia among U.S. officials poses national security threat.
Oh wow, you had to do a fucking study to figure that out? God,
Crazy.
damn.
Uh-huh.
But yeah, they did actually discover, they went over like just the current, like, you know, how does security clearance work exactly? And they're like, oh, there's actually 0 screening processes in place for what happens if someone has dementia and how to determine if they have dementia.
We're going to be honest. When we started this whole government thing, everyone lived to like 55.
Yeah, it was fine. The problem sorted itself out.
Yeah.
Now these people are living to 100 years old and
Yeah.
they're just sort of walking corpses. They look like little alien mummies, but human-sized.
Yeah.
And we're just telling them the deepest, darkest secrets of our military and other classified programs.
Mm-hmm.
It's not good.
Yeah.
So yeah, I'm glad we got to the bottom of that, though. It's not good to have people with literal fucking dementia running the government.
Yeah.
I'm glad we sorted that out.
Okay, Grandma, time to get you to bed. Anyways, yesterday's video, very funny. You should watch it. But also, we have a little bit of an update.
Yeah,
The footage has been enhanced.
we cannot. I don't think we can show
We
this
cannot.
to you.
Please don't
So
show
we
it.
talked about Lauren Boebert.
We'll link it in the description.
Lauren Boebert went to a showing of the Beetlejuice
A
live,
showing. A actual performance
of
yeah.
the Beetlejuice live musical. She was kicked out for vaping, taking pictures,
Recording video.
and with flash photography, and just being loud.
Yeah, snapping at people around
Yeah,
her.
being a dick.
An obnoxious
and
person.
refusing to leave multiple times. Anyway, for some reason, it took like 2 whole days for someone to really zoom in on this footage and go frame by frame, enhance like Zapruder film.
Yeah, because first they were looking for the vape smoke.
And
Because
someone found that with another piece of footage where the lights are still on,
Mhm.
and it's like she's blowing clouds and shit.
so that was the thing people were looking at first, because the statement was like, yeah, I got kicked out, big deal. But
Yeah,
they
she denied
vaping, and so everyone's like, okay, and looking into that.
Yeah.
Then things got a little
Yeah. So at some
Weird.
point when the lights are off, and it truly is amazing how good these cameras are.
just in a random theater in Denver.
She and her date are getting very, very hands-on with each other.
He like scoops her titty out at one
Yeah, he
point.
takes it out and he's like, yep.
Yeah, that's a good
And
titty.
she's
and puts
got
it right
her,
back in.
she's got her hand just
Right
deep,
there.
deep between those legs. There's a little movement happening.
After
It's
seeing
fucking
it,
wild.
I was convinced that they didn't leave the first couple times because he had a rock hard boner.
Yeah, I can't get up.
I can't get up.
This is like holding his holding his playbill like conspicuously over his dick.
Hold on, I have to grab something and put it in my belt.
So yeah, that's fucking wild.
It is crazy. The footage is
I've
on
never
Twitter.
seen. This is like the first time anyone's seen a sitting congressperson give someone a hand job. That's pretty cool. I
Yeah,
guess.
wow, what a time to be alive.
Also, like if this was anyone else, you'd never hear the end of it.
Yeah, I hate
but,
doing the whataboutism thing, but like if this was a Democrat giving their boyfriend a hand job at the Beetlejuice musical, it would have been
A
it'd be
36-year-old grandma giving her date a hand job at the Beetlejuice musical in downtown Denver, Colorado.
It's absurd.
Blowing clouds.
And then going straight back to govern the country.
I mean, I don't know what's worse, this or the fact that like 90-year-olds. This is not because the young people, they're like, oh, we need more young people in government.
No.
This is what you fucking get.
Yeah, I
you
guess.
get hand jobs at the theater. Whew.
What is it with her? She clearly has like a public exhibition fetish.
Oh yeah.
Because her ex-husband, they got together because he like whipped it out at a bowling alley.
Yeah, and she's like,
Huh, pretty cool.
I like this guy.
Yeah. Anyways, bizarre behavior.
Fascinating woman. I'm here for it.
Obviously, ironic considering the whole family values conservative kind of shit that she peddles. So jerking someone off in a musical in public in front of children seems like it wouldn't be in line with her politics, but what do I know? Also, complete side note, but like Corey Lewandowski and the governor of South Dakota have been fucking for months apparently, despite both of them being married.
Yeah, good for them.
Sure.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, there you go.
It's just so strange that these people can't live up to their own values that they decide to just force on everyone else.
We are all sinners in the eyes of the Lord.
Yeah. But some of us more than others.
Yeah, for sure.
I would, talking to, St. Peter or whatever at the pearly gates and being like, him pulling up the video footage of you at the...
This you?
Just... I really coughed something up there.
Damn.
Mm-hmm.
Anyway, that's our show.
Yeah.
So yeah, if you want to recap of that Boebert situation, that's over there.
Right over there.
And also on Tech News Day, we talked about a rich asshole being a rich asshole.
Yeah.
So
enjoy. Check both of those out. We'll be back soon for more videos. Bye-bye.
Bye.